World War II was a military dispute that lasted from 1939 to 1945. From 1939 to 1945, the European theater of World War II was when there was fighting all across Europe. On September 1, 1939, it began with the German invasion of Poland. The battles were fought mainly because of unresolved problems.
Germany's invasion of Poland began September 1, 1939, because Adolf Hitler wanted more land for the German state because he thought it was his country's right. Also, since the signing of the Treaty of Versailles, where the land was taken away, everyone living in Germany believed that it was wrong and they needed to get revenge. The German army was ready to attack Poland, and the German industry gave Wehrmacht planes to drop bombs on the cities. Starting on September 1st, Germany made an attack by communication lines and Polish troops. This occurred because Poland did not want to sign a peaceful settlement, instead started an invasion. Within days after the invasion, France and Great Britain declared war.
The Battle of Atlantic was the longest continuous military campaign that lasted from 1939 to 1945. The Battle of Atlantic was Britain's next big thing to worry about. The German submarine force, known as U-boats, damaged Britain's ability to survive. The Germans did this so that they could make Britain starve, since raw materials that came from America had to cross the Atlantic. The battle was the German U-boats against Britain's merchant marine. Germany tried to force the British out of war by isolating the British Isles because the British had limited resources in order to survive. The Allies sank around 800 U-boats and over 39,000 German sailors never returned. The Prime Minister of Britain, Winston Churchill, synopsized the battle as, "The only thing that ever really frightened me during the war was the U-boat peril." Overall, the battle lasted for 69 months, and in return, the Germans lost a large battleship, 650 U-boats, one pocket battleship, and armed merchant raiders. Initially, convoys were used to solve the problem. On July 1st, Germany invaded the British Channel Islands. Then, on July 10, 1940, the Battle of Britain took place. Luftwaffe, which is the German Air Force, bombed British early warning radars. 2,396 pilots fought against the Germans, and the battle was entirely fought in the air. On August 25th, British bombers bombed Berlin. Hitler's new objective was now bombing London, which allowed the Royal Air Force to win the battle. Also, the Battle of Britain lasted around 4 months. As a result of the battle, it began the German invasion of Great Britain.
The Battle of Stalingrad was fought in the winter of 1942 and 1943. The commander for the Nazis was ordered to take over Stalingrad because Hitler hated Joseph Stalin. Stalingrad was a place where the center of communications were and would have been a great victory for the Germans. Unlikely, this battle was where all of the Nazis in Germany lost and Russia won. This was seen as a turning point not only because the Nazis failed and they had 91,000 Germans in prison, but they didn't have enough power to try and fight again.
The Battle of Alamein was a major Allied triumph against Italian forces and Germans in Egypt. It was also fought between the commanders Rommel and Auchinleck. However, Auchinleck was then replaced with Bernard Montgomery because Winston Churchill was desperate for a victory. Rommel planned to hit the Allies that were located in the south. The Allies placed landmines south at Alam Halfa, so it was looked as the African corps would be wiped out. The British had 50,000 casualties, and Rommel lost his tanks and artillery. Not to mention, the British also lost 432 tanks that were destroyed. The Battle of Alamein was also the turning point for the Allies. On Wednesday, November 4, 1942, the British X-Corps ended the Battle of Alamein in favor of the Allies. The battle was a crucial victory for the Allies.
On this day, June 6, 1944, the Allies came and attacked the Western Front, which was on the coastline of France, against the Nazis. Eisenhower, the President of the United States at the time, said that he would leave with nothing but a victory, which was accomplished. There were 18,000 ships and aircraft that helped fight this battle. Though 9,000 people were wounded and killed in this battle, the Allies came out with a victory.